Hello and welcome. If you're over 60, this video is for you because what I'm about to share could be the difference between staying healthy and facing a serious heart problem. Today, we're talking about a drug that millions of seniors take every day. It's sold over the counter, it's trusted, it's considered harmless. But a cardiac surgeon is warning that this drug is damaging the hearts of older adults, and the damage can be silent until it's too late. And yes, I'm talking about ibuprofen. Now, before anyone gets upset, let me say this clearly. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to inform you. Because the truth is, many seniors are taking ibuprofen without realizing the risks and without realizing that safer options exist. By the end of this video, you'll understand why ibuprofen can be dangerous for older adults, how it damages the heart, what symptoms to watch for, and what alternatives you can use safely. So please stay with me. Your heart may depend on it. Let's begin with the basics. Ibuprofen is an NSAID, a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. It's designed to reduce pain and inflammation. People use it for arthritis, back pain, headaches, toothaches, and many other conditions. And it works. That's why it's so popular. But here's the key point. Ibuprofen is not just a pain reliever. It's a powerful drug that affects your body's internal systems. When taken in the short term and in small doses, it may be fine for many people. But when it becomes a daily habit, especially for older adults, it can create serious problems. Because the body changes as we age, our kidneys are less efficient, our blood vessels stiffen, our heart must work harder. And when you add ibuprofen to the mix, the risk rises. Here's what the drug does. It blocks enzymes that cause inflammation. That sounds good, but those enzymes also help regulate kidney function, blood flow, and blood pressure. So when those enzymes are blocked, your body can retain sodium and water. And that increases blood pressure and causes fluid retention. Now, if you're under 40, your heart might handle this, but if you're over 60, your heart may not. And that's why a cardiac surgeon is warning seniors about ibuprofen. Imagine a cardiac surgeon who spends every day inside the human heart. He sees patients before surgery, during surgery, and after surgery. He sees the damage caused by high blood pressure, fluid retention, heart failure, and clogged arteries. And he notices a pattern. He notices many of his older patients are taking NSAIDs daily, and he begins to suspect, strongly, that ibuprofen is contributing to heart problems. His warning is not based on fear, it's based on observation and experience. He says, these drugs can relieve pain, but they also put strain on the heart. In older adults, the risks can outweigh the benefits, and he is not alone. Multiple studies have shown that NSAIDs increase the risk of heart attack, stroke, and heart failure, especially in older adults. So why do people keep taking them? Because they're sold over the counter, because they feel immediate relief, because they've been told it's safe. But the truth is, safety changes with age. An over-the-counter drug can be safe for a 30-year-old, but dangerous for a 70-year-old. Imagine a cardiac surgeon who spends every day inside the human heart. He sees patients before surgery, during surgery, and after surgery. He sees the damage caused by high blood pressure, fluid retention, heart failure, and clogged arteries. And he notices a pattern. He notices many of his older patients are taking NSAIDs daily. And he begins to suspect, strongly, that ibuprofen is contributing to heart problems. His warning is not based on fear, it's based on observation and experience. He says, these drugs can relieve pain, but they also put strain on the heart. In older adults, the risks can outweigh the benefits. And he is not alone. Multiple studies have shown that NSAIDs increase the risk of heart attack, stroke, and heart failure, especially in older adults. So why do people keep taking them? Because they're sold over the counter, because they feel immediate relief, because they've been told it's safe. But the truth is, safety changes with age. An over-the-counter drug can be safe for a 30-year-old, but dangerous for a 70-year-old. Now let's talk about something very important. And I want you to listen closely because this is where the story really begins to make sense. You see, the reason seniors are more vulnerable to ibuprofen isn't because the drug suddenly becomes evil at 60. It's not because it changes into something dangerous overnight. It's because our bodies change gradually, quietly, almost without us noticing. And those changes affect how drugs work. Think of it like this. Imagine your body as a car. When it's brand new, everything runs smoothly. The engine is strong, the brakes are responsive, and the fuel system is clean. But over time, the car ages. The engine doesn't run as efficiently. The brakes take a little longer to respond. The system needs more maintenance. Now, ibuprofen is like a strong tool. When the car is new, it can handle it. But when the car is older, the same tool can start causing problems. That's what happens with seniors and ibuprofen. First, let's talk about the kidneys. Your kidneys are the body's filter. They remove waste, they regulate fluid, they balance electrolytes like sodium and potassium. They're doing the work quietly every day, whether you notice it or not. But as we age, kidney function naturally declines. It's not dramatic. It's not something that makes noise. It's just a gradual loss of efficiency. Imagine your filter getting a little clogged. It still works, but not as well. And when your kidneys don't work as well, your body starts holding on to more fluid. Now here's the key point. Ibuprofen and other NSAIDs can worsen this. NSAIDs reduce blood flow to the kidneys. They make the kidneys less effective. So, when a senior takes ibuprofen regularly, the kidneys can struggle even more. And that means fluid retention. And fluid retention means higher blood pressure. Higher blood pressure means the heart has to work harder. It's a chain reaction. And that chain reaction is where the danger begins. Next, let's talk about blood vessels. As we age, blood vessels become stiffer. It's a natural part of getting older. Think of a rubber band. When it's new, it stretches easily, but over time it becomes less flexible. Blood vessels are similar. When vessels are stiff, the heart has to pump harder to push blood through them. Now add fluid retention to that. More fluid in the bloodstream means more pressure, and more pressure means the heart has to work harder than it should. Over time, this extra strain can wear down the heart. It's like carrying a heavy backpack every day. Eventually, your shoulders and back will hurt. The heart is no different. Third, many seniors have multiple health conditions. This is not uncommon. It's not a sign of weakness. It's simply part of aging. Many older adults already live with high blood pressure, diabetes, kidney issues, or heart disease. And each of these conditions already puts strain on the heart. So when you add ibuprofen into the mix, it can worsen these conditions. High blood pressure can get worse. Kidney function can decline. Heart disease can become more severe. It's like adding fuel to a fire. Even if the fire was small at first, it can grow quickly. And finally, there's something many seniors don't think about. Many seniors take multiple medications. Maybe you're taking a blood pressure medicine, a diabetes medicine, a cholesterol medicine, and a blood thinner. Each of these drugs is working to manage a specific problem. But when you add ibuprofen into the mix, it can interact with those medications. NSAIDs can interfere with blood pressure medications, reducing their effectiveness. They can also increase the risk of bleeding when taken with blood thinners. And they can affect kidney function, which can impact other medications. So the risk is not just from ibuprofen alone. It's from the combination of factors. So when you put it all together, seniors have weaker kidney function, stiffer blood vessels, multiple health conditions, and multiple medications. And ibuprofen can worsen all of those. That's why the risk is higher. And that's why a cardiac surgeon is sounding the alarm. Not because ibuprofen is inherently evil, but because our bodies change and the drug becomes more dangerous in the wrong hands. That's the truth. And now that you understand why seniors are more vulnerable, you can make better decisions about pain relief. Now let's talk about real people, not statistics, not numbers, real lives. Because when we talk about heart health, we're talking about people. Martha is 72. She has arthritis in her knees. She takes ibuprofen every day because the pain is constant. Over time, she notices she's getting short of breath. She feels tired even after walking a short distance. She also notices swelling in her ankles. At first, she thinks it's normal aging, but the swelling gets worse. She goes to the doctor and is diagnosed with heart failure. When the doctor asks about medications, Martha admits she takes ibuprofen daily. The doctor explains that ibuprofen can cause fluid retention and raise blood pressure, both of which can worsen heart failure. Martha is shocked. She never connected her pain medicine to her heart. Robert is 68. He has chronic back pain. He takes ibuprofen daily for years. He has no symptoms until one day he experiences chest discomfort while walking. He goes to the ER. Tests show he has had a heart attack. Robert's doctors tell him that long-term NSAID use increases the risk of heart attack, especially in older adults. Robert had always thought heart attacks happen only to unhealthy people. But he was healthy, he exercised, he ate well. The drug he trusted may have played a role. Now, I want to explain something that may sound complicated, but I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to explain what happens inside the body when you take ibuprofen and why it can damage the heart over time. Because the truth is, understanding this can help you protect yourself. Let's start with the basics. Ibuprofen blocks something called COX. COX is an enzyme, and enzymes are like tiny workers inside your body. They do important jobs, and COX is one of those workers. It's involved in inflammation. That's why ibuprofen helps reduce pain. When you get a sprain or arthritis pain or a headache, your body creates inflammation. It's part of the healing process. COX helps create that inflammation. So when ibuprofen blocks COX, the inflammation goes down and the pain goes away. That's why it works. Here's the part most people don't realize. COX doesn't only cause inflammation. It also plays a role in kidney function, and it helps regulate blood pressure. Think of COX like a worker with multiple jobs, and ibuprofen is like a manager who tells that worker to stop working. When COX is blocked, the kidneys start retaining sodium and water. Now, sodium and water are normal parts of your body, but when the kidneys hold on to too much sodium and water, the body becomes overloaded. It's like adding too much water to a glass. The glass fills up and starts spilling over. In the body, the overflow is fluid retention, and fluid retention means higher blood volume. Now here's where the heart comes in. More fluid in the bloodstream means more volume, and more volume means higher blood pressure. Imagine the heart is a pump. If the pipes are full and pressure is high, the pump has to work harder. And that's exactly what happens to the heart. When the heart has to work harder over time, it starts to strain. It's like carrying a heavy load every day. At first, you can manage, but after years of carrying that load, your body begins to feel the consequences. Over time, this strain can lead to heart failure. And heart failure is not a small issue. It can affect your quality of life, your energy, your breathing, and your ability to do simple tasks. But there's another danger. NSAIDs can increase the risk of blood clots, and blood clots are dangerous because they can block blood flow to the heart or the brain. That means a higher risk of heart attack or stroke. So the danger from ibuprofen is twofold. First, fluid retention. Second, increased clot risk. And for seniors, these risks are magnified. Because seniors often have stiffer blood vessels, weaker kidneys, and multiple health conditions. So the heart is already working harder, and ibuprofen adds extra strain. So when you put it all together, ibuprofen reduces inflammation, but it also reduces kidney function. That leads to fluid retention. Fluid retention leads to higher blood pressure. Higher blood pressure strains the heart. And the drug can also increase clot risk. Those two effects combined can lead to serious heart problems. And that's why a cardiac surgeon is warning seniors. Not to scare you, but to protect you. If you're over 60 and you take ibuprofen regularly, you must watch for these signs: shortness of breath, swelling in ankles or feet, unusual fatigue, chest discomfort, rapid weight gain, high blood pressure spikes, reduced ability to exercise. Any of these symptoms should be taken seriously. Don't ignore them. Call your doctor. Because the sooner you catch heart issues, the better your chances. Not everyone is equally at risk, but these groups are most vulnerable. People over 60, people with high blood pressure, people with kidney disease, people with heart disease, people with diabetes, people taking multiple medications. If you fall into any of these categories, talk to your doctor before taking ibuprofen. The good news is you don't have to suffer pain. There are safer options for seniors. Safer alternatives may include acetaminophen, Tylenol, in the correct dose, topical pain creams, heat or cold therapy, physical therapy, gentle exercise like walking or swimming, massage therapy, anti-inflammatory diet, supplements, but only with doctor approval. But it's important to consult your doctor before switching medications. Never stop a prescribed medication without medical guidance. When you talk to your doctor, ask these questions. Do I really need ibuprofen? Can I use a safer alternative? Can we reduce the dose or duration? Should I get a heart check or blood tests? Is my kidney function being affected? Is there a safer pain management plan for my age? Now let's end with what you can do to protect your heart. Here are simple, proven heart-protecting habits for seniors. Walk 20-30 minutes daily. Eat a Mediterranean-style diet. Limit sodium and processed foods. Monitor blood pressure at home. Sleep 7 to 8 hours nightly. Manage stress through mindfulness. Stay hydrated. Keep doctor appointments. Your heart health is your most valuable asset. Here's the truth. Many seniors take ibuprofen without realizing the hidden danger. Because it's over the counter, they assume it's safe. But when you're over 60, your heart doesn't get a warning label. That's why we need to talk about it. If you or a loved one takes ibuprofen daily, please share this video. It could save a life. If you found this video helpful, please hit subscribe and turn on notifications. And comment below, are you taking ibuprofen? And did you know it could affect your heart? Stay safe, stay informed, and take care of your heart.